So just a quick, short little Dangan sesh. I heard you'll win the phone as soon as you triple crown Chi-Chi. Yeah, okay, buddy. Or sorry, chapter 6. Chapter 6, not chapter 5. $10-minute Dangan? No, it's probably be like about an hour-ish, you know, probably around there. JP time? Shut up. Listen, just keep it on EN. It's just annoying reading every fucking dialogue, alright? It gives me better longevity on play times if I don't have to read everything, you know? You read it anyways? No, I don't. Not on EN. I let it play, motherfucker. You're going to regret doing 1 hour? No, I'm not. Listen, as much as I love Dangan, I love my girlfriend more. So I'm not gonna regret doing only 1 hour, Poppy. I know that sounds crazy, but all right. You literally promises chapter 6 will be in JP if chapter 5 is English. You guys are so annoying. Alright, chat. How about we let Dori decide? Alright, Dori. English or Japanese?
No Nogigo, Chiaki, or Monomi. No carries left cat.
Dori. English, Japanese. English, Japanese. Huh? Dori-son? Dori-son? Oh. Alright. Hang on, let me go give him a treat. Face dog. Please no JP, the trial is long. Wait, what? Wait, I'm not on chapter 6 yet? Oh, apparently I'm still not on chapter 6 yet. Okay. Just we're going to the ruins, right? All right, here we go. Wait, what? Damn, can't teleport there. We have to actually run there. What the fuck? Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. What is happening? Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
Oh boy, right.
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? Oh my god, Nekomaru, you're not a robot anymore.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right, it's our last chance to get inside. Oh my god, Mikon! Everybody's alive now! Ow, my fucking left eyeball. Except for this fucker. Get out of here.
Dumbass!
Young master for Yuhiko.
It's going to be alright, you don't have to worry, I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward. The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. Well, hey, okay, Buki, thank you. What?
What?
what was that? I told her that you understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
The password, please. Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Was this just a simulation all along and now it's like breaking down because it's getting close to the end? Wait, what? Another trial?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go? Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is reality. What's up, Lamont? This world? So it's the end of the program, probably. Okay. I thought I was already in chapter 6, not gonna lie, yesterday. No, Chiaki! I can't exit. It's actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. Shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently, and every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. Never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Ah, how boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the room, I heard a voice. It's clearly directed at me. Haha, you look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship. Haha, you just realized that now. Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The over-familiar attitude, that friendly smile, but under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who are already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. So that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Oh god, it's just everybody and their mother has luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Oh, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you, this world. This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? You talk about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha ha ha, I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time, the person I hate so much? Is he talking about Junko? Then explain your hand. Oh, what the fuck? Why has he got fucking nail polish and long nails? What the fuck? Is he cosplaying as Mikan or something? End of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Did he attach someone else's hand onto his... What the fuck? Oh, wait. No, unless this is Junko. I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand. Oh, wait, no. No, it's not. It's not his hand. So it is someone else's hand. Is it Mikan's hand? It only makes sense it's Mikan's hand. What? Maybe that means it's because it's becoming one with me. I'm so fucking confused. Okay, it's Junko's hand, but why the fuck does he have... How the fuck does he have Junko's hand? Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvaged a body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh? That's strange, huh? Ah, look out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to be get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? God, I can't switch languages still. Okay, so that was a prequel. So did Nagito... Did they get their memory wiped once they got to the island or before they got to the island? Huh? What is this? Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, so... Save.
Danganronpa.
Huh? What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? I'm assuming this is a simulation to find the ultimate hope. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruins with everyone else, and I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is this somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Isn't this like Dangan 1?
大丈夫、聞こえてるよね。では。
This is exactly Dangan 1.
お前ら、希望が峰学園にようこそ。これから卒業試験についての説明を行いますので、至急体育館までおわ
Alright. Did he say what I think he just said? He definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy," but why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? So this all takes place after Dangan 1, 100%, because Nagito had Junko's hand. Oh my god, I remember all this. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like Funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clean things up. No! Kyoko! Oh, what the fuck? This wasn't here. This was in fucking back that random place. Dangan 3 is on sale? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's on sale or not. I would have bought it anyways. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side. What if all the Dangan 1 characters were there? It was a normal gymnasium? Oh, just kidding. You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right? Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something. That cannot be possible. You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to a long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy? You? Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time? What a shock. I just told you guys, this is Hope's Peak Academy. There's no way in hell that's true. Now I'm starting to think... maybe everything, even Dangan 1 was a simulation too. What if everything is a simulation? Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean? Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic. Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone? Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already? So who was that question mark person? Maybe it was Makoto? Because... Wait, do you think... No, it couldn't have been Hajime. Not certain of my memories. I believe we entered the ancient ruin and... Was it? Means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin? What do you mean between?
Yeah.
What do you mean made? Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. You're planning to make us do something, aren't you? It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. And what is a graduation exam? I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. We're obviously going to get out. There's no way we'd stay here. Ashley, thank you for the 32.
Hurrah.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
Hurrah.
You can't do that? The main cast hasn't arrived yet? Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I've dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on outside world? Main cast. Somehow I have a bad feeling about this. Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right? How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible. There's no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? I mean, it looks like it. This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, Hajime should be the ultimate cowlick? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Hang on, chat. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will, and the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Good. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Oi, Kura.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all? As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means? Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of. So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that. Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. So what should we do? Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying. Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been? Alright, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope's Peak Academy about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means. Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is. What's happened to Hope's Peak Academy. None of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island. So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? Well, what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building? Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now. What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious? She obviously isn't thinking about anything. Dori, stop. It'll be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal. Time already took off on our own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home. I'll go on ahead and I'll see you guys later. Can we get going already? Stop yapping. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up, Soda. Leave. Alright. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more and it's going to end. Even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Nothing in here. Alright, let's see the... Oh, you can use the map here. What the fuck? Whoa. Wait, what? How do I get to... Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. This is Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Oh, the dojo's available. This isn't. Is the biolab available? Oh, what the fuck? Nope, the biolab's close too. Alright, let's talk to Sonia first.
あの
There's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
弱りまし
Is
た
it just
ね
me? Oh damn, it looks exactly like... Wait, is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Right, so there's a book over there. Lockers are over there as usual. What is this? A history of Hope's Peak Academy. Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons. A history of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
あのね
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Just thought Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. What if that's Chiaki and Monomi? The introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Also a school for researching talent as well. For the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. This persists, Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement the new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department whose scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy receives an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass a sizable funds and began further research of talent to create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. Tragedy, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the name, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga, the Reserve Department. It's only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right? That's weird. Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
ちなみに
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
ひらめいた
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
まだまだ
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. You always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. Okay. Damn it, what the heck? There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. I feel like there's probably nothing else left in here, right? That's a clue. This situation just looks bizarre. Okay. Wait, whoops, I did not mean to press that. Yeah, the rest is definitely flavored text. There's nothing else. Oh, soda's here now. Oh, 5A's open now. Biolab is still closed. Fuck you, soda. Annoying bitch. Oh, there's another manga. Is it just all manga? This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This is Manga for Morons, A Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Oh. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as a symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrific incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru. Superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they've been treated when the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa /0. The fuck is /0? Is that supposed to be like Fate Zero, bro? With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But Ultimate Hope. It's an actual novel involving Junko pre-Dangan? Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said the reserve course students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Maybe Hajime was the leader of the uprising. No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. It's been added. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage? Who is that? Me! This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Still can't go down. Is the biolab unlocked yet? Oh, here we go. Raw meat. What the hell is this room? It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh, they're actually all closed this time. Alright. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Oh, I see the Monokuma right there. Just what was that incident really all about? I didn't know there were more Monokumas to collect at this point. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Story about a creepily drawn character who gets involved in such horrifying incidents. Ow, my back. Awful. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. In this is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. It's called 4chan. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. But by then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were norm. The media was saturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization. devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold, and it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them? Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like that? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not to remember that, such despair, that's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. Incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you all the clues here are real? Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're... Oh, it's fucking... We already saw this. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. There's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. Perhaps no, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? That organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. If they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings were involved and connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. No! The Monokuma! You stupid bitch! Go back. Alright, nice. What the fuck is that, Monokuma? 6'11"? Did I miss Monokumas anywhere else? I feel like double check these places. Doesn't seem like it. Just gotta double check, you know? You saw one? No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way. So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here? Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Teehee, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't... Shut the fuck up. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise, it's about ultimate despair. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally a title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. It's Junko. High school girl. Lady Junko Enoshima. Oh! Junko Enoshima. As a former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Nah, you haven't seen her, Fuyuhiko. She's hot as fuck. You would have joined. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat. And what was their purpose? Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There was no way they'd do what they did without any purpose. It was Junko Enoshima's despair. For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. The hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final day of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy? Final days. Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department? They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded. Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Enoshima is already dead. Wait, how does he know that? Huh? Oh my god, she's in the game! Look! Ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. How does he know she's dead though? Hey Fuyuko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead? You didn't see there was a book? Oh. Okay. Bloody classroom. No, wait, what was that? You said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who have survived managed to escape from the academy. For a manga about killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead. Turns out that the killing life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Speak Academy, and she took away their memories? That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing? Students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched your broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then who is our enemy? Junko Enoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resembles that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation. The students from Hope Speak Academy stopped the real deal. There's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island? Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school life? Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it. Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out? You're not making sense again. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Whoa. Change to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that. I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Okay. Oh, it's a fucking headmaster room. Oh wait, this is the fucking music room. Oh. Interesting. Alright, chat. Well, gotta wrap it up here. I gotta skedaddle. But yeah, we will pick it up tomorrow. Wait, this is called chapters 0 and 6. We will pick it up tomorrow. Longer stream tomorrow to wrap this up. Or hopefully get as close to wrapping it as possible. Today, like I said, I did not realize that I had to pick up Lily today. I thought I had one more day, low-key. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. 10 minutes? That was an hour! Motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Thank you.